Hello there, adventurers. I made it to another mine site. I'll show you here what I did today. So earlier on, we come and went back to this mine site right here, and I drew in the road. It's no longer just a Jeep road; it's a full-on improved road. And right now, I'm back here at this mine site. Now I knew that Jeep road it shows that goes back to it was not there. So what I did is when I got to this stream right here, I measured and did a pace count, and then I literally just walked down to the stream and then headed down it, because you can see the contour lines. That V shape or U shape points uphill. So I walked downstream to that mine, and I'm here. The best I can tell. Once again, there's no structures, but I would guess with all these different hills that are kind of just around, and then this big hole with some water in it, that this was probably the mine entrance here. Now, it doesn't necessarily say that it's a deep mine. It could have been a pit mine that was slightly reclaimed, but not completely. So here I am. It's a beautiful day. Still feels more like winter than spring. It's always nice to get out to a stream, listen to the water, listen to the wind up above. I did notice when I was walking in that someone had orange flagging tape. That could be for all kinds of reasons. But just when you think that you're the only person that's searching for something, there's a good chance that someone else is too. So, like I said, I'm 99% certain this is the mine site. I kind of pulled up my coordinates and matched them up with the map, and I am going to walk down to this area because there is some interesting, unnatural looking mounds down there. If I see something, I'll get back on. Otherwise, this is number 3 in the series of abandoned mine, or I guess I should say mine call-outs on historic topographic maps. Okay, so this section of video is actually after the fact, but I'm going to put it here in the middle. As I mentioned, I come down to this stream that's right there. It's a dotted stream, which means it's a runoff stream. There's actually a small vernal pool at the beginning of it, so it might have more water than it used to. And the dotted line there that shows a Jeep trail is this road here. So the stream is down that way. I measured and did a pace count. Pace counts aren't extremely accurate, especially going up and down hills like you can see here with the, as soon as my phone focuses, the topo lines there, they're pretty steep. So my pace count brought me to here. I looked, I see nothing that looked like an old road. So you can see my pack up here. I walked a little bit further because I figured my pace count would be off less than more because of the hills. I do my pace count on a flat area and then just kind of judge from there. And when I got down here, you can see what looks kind of like a road. Could have been a road. And basically what I did from here, if I can get the sun out of the camera view here, is, so that's the road I'm assuming I'm at. I just hiked down to this stream from here and then walked down. So sure enough, there's my shadow. It's relative to normal size. Say I'm 6'2". I'm going to say it's probably about 7 foot. So if you look up this hill, you can see probably one. So we'll even say that it's 10 foot. 10, 20, 30, 40, about 50 feet pit here. If you look over there, which it's not showing up in the video very well, but there's a cut that comes down to here. And then over here, it almost looks like I'm level with it, but it's actually higher than me, is a cut that comes down there. And I'm going to say from the bottom of my shadow to what would be the bottom of that is another 10 to 15 feet. Very hard to see in the video. And then that cut goes out that way. And it goes out that way quite a ways. Like I said, the video isn't really giving this indentation in the ground any justice. It's a huge cut. There's even something over here that looks like it might be another indentation that goes back in. So, and once again, I think you can probably see the flagging tape. I'm not real sure why I can't see it in the video. I'm staring right at it. I might be able to see it when I watch the video, and then there's another flagging tape down there. So this is definitely man-made cut here. There's a whole bunch of different mounds of dirt through this whole area. If you look at the map, it's pretty steep. I got the map folded back up in my pocket. So there's another cut that kind of cuts out to the stream. The stream, if you noticed on the map, which I'm sure it's probably hard to see, the stream is a dash stream, which means it's not always there. It'll be there in the winter runoff and after a storm, but it's actually flowing very well. So that might actually need to be updated on the map. And like I said, this is a historic map that I'm using. Sorry if I'm moving around too fast. I'm kind of moving the camera with my head. But there's definitely, like there's some rocks. Those were piled up either by a machine or a man a long time ago. That's not naturally how those rocks were laying. Lots of vines back here. Maybe I better zoom back out. Some big vines. But I'm gonna walk around a little bit. I'm about out of time for my evening hike here. It's beautiful back here with the stream and being down in the valley a little bit off the top of the hill. It means I'll get to see sunset before it actually sets. But all right, some interesting trees back here. Could definitely come back here and do some interesting things on structures. If you're into the Bigfoot structures, you could probably find something to interest you. All right, well, this is where I'm going to end it. Thanks for coming along. Like you can even see here, this mound here, that was definitely piled there. Like I said, these trees are obviously weren't here probably whenever the map was made back in 1963, and the update in 93. They were probably just starting to grow. So, all right, well, give you one more shot of the sun in the water, and hope to see you in the forest. a little outtake here at the end for those of you that stuck around. If you're on my Facebook group, you know that I do the vernal pools, and my son enjoys watching the frog eggs turn into tadpoles. And as you can see, this one has a skiff of ice on it. And right here, these egg masses look like they might be froze. This one is down under the water also. Does anybody know? Can they survive being froze? Are they froze? Let me know in the comments.